Before we discuss diseases, we must know the basic terminology. For example, disease, pathogen, incubation period, window period, epidemiology, symptoms. First, we take term disease. Any condition which interferes the normal functioning of the body and impairs health is called disease. Next, pathogen. It is an infectious agent that can cause illness or disease to its host. Next, incubation period. It is a time between first exposure to pathogen and appearance of the disease symptoms. For example, COVID-19, its incubation period is 2 to 14 days. Incubation period of common cold is 1 to 3 days. Window period, time between first exposure to the pathogen and the positive reliable lab test. Next, epidemiology, means or modes of the transmission of the disease, means how the disease spreads. Next, symptoms, presenting the disease related complaints or the features by the host.
Hello students, today we are going to discuss the chapter 8 of NCERT, Human Health and Diseases. What is health? Health is a disease-free person. It was thought previously the disease-free person is a healthy person. But according to WHO, physical, mental and social well-being of a person is taken in account. All these three aspects are taken in account for a healthy person. Factors that affect the health are physical environment. Physical environment is an environment in which we live. Temperature, pressure, soil, surroundings do affect on the health. Suppose people living in the lower temperature, they develop a disease of chilblains. People living in the mild light, they develop a disease, photophobia. Second, we take psychological environment. In psychological environment, we take anxiety, depression, all the surroundings do affect on us and we develop some psychological conditions. Third, personal hygiene. Personal hygiene is very necessary. In it, personal cleanliness is necessary to get away from diseases. Next point is public cleanliness. If we are clean, we are hygiene by person, but outside there is not cleanliness, then pathogens can come to our home. So public cleanliness is also equally important. Next, good economic conditions. If a person has a good economic conditions, he can buy each and everything to maintain his health. Next point is hygienic and balanced diet. Hygienic and balanced diet is a major part of our healthy conditions. We can say that the nutrients bought by person who have good economic condition can keep away them from the many diseases. Next, social environment. Social environment is an environment that tells upon the health. If social environment is not good, then people can develop many problems, psychological and many other problems that he cannot cope with. For example, if your job conditions are not good, if your family conditions are not good, you will develop many psychological problems. Then next, I have developed a trick to learn all these points. It is PPPP, GHS. It's very easy to learn because we are going with the project Padho Punjab, Padhao Punjab. That all the four P's cover all the 4 points. First is physical and psychological environment, personal hygiene, public cleanliness. Then all the P's are covered. And G denotes for the good economic conditions. H denotes for hygienic and balanced diet. S denotes for the social environment. Now we switch on to the next. Who is the healthy person? What are the properties? What are the attributes of the healthy person? Healthy person is a person who feels joy in the living, who is free from anxiety, who is free from the social and psychological tensions. If a person is free from the psychological tensions, then he will be having self-confidence. He will be a self-confident person. And next, if he is self-confident, he will be having a good ability to work. He will work efficiently. So all these 5 points you can learn easily with the help of the star. Now we will switch on to the next types of the diseases. Types of the diseases, congenital diseases and acquired diseases. What are congenital diseases? Congenital diseases are those diseases which are inborn diseases, which are with the birth. For example, Down syndrome, hemophilia, these are the birth. Acquired diseases, these are those diseases which are after the birth due to some pathogen, due to some condition, due to some degeneration in the body. These are the acquired diseases. Acquired diseases we divide into the 2 parts. Communicable diseases and non-communicable diseases. Communicable diseases, then we divide in the 2 parts. Here contagious and non-contagious diseases. And non-communicable diseases, here we study in the 6 heads: addiction, cancer, mental diseases, allergy, degenerative diseases, deficiency diseases. First, we discuss addiction. The person is addicted to alcohol or drugs. He is not a normal person, he is a diseased person. Because the person who is suffering from addiction, he will have a withdrawal symptoms. When he needs drugs, needs alcohol, he has withdrawal symptoms. And second, we take cancer. It is an uncontrolled growth of a tissue that leads to a tumor. That is very problematic issue for the life. Next, we take mental diseases. Mental diseases, as I have already told you, it is concerned with the psychological diseases. Some psychological diseases are related to the mental diseases also. Then Parkinson's disease, anxiety, depression, these are the mental diseases. Allergy. What is an allergy? Allergy is It is hypersensitivity of a person which can cause the disease. For example, if a person has a dust allergy, he will develop a disease of respiratory tract that is called asthma. Degenerative disease are those diseases in which the tissue is degenerated. For example, arthritis is a degenerative disease. Next, we take the deficiency diseases. Deficiency diseases, you are very much acquainted with the deficiency diseases like vitamin C deficiencies causes scurvy and many more diseases you have already studied. To learn these diseases, I have made a trick. AC name allergy. A for addiction, C for cancer, M for mental. Allergy is written in full words, and D, first D in degenerative disease, second D for the deficiency disease. This is an extra to make the trick. Next, we switch on to the contagious disease, which is the part of the communicable diseases. Contagious diseases are of 2 types, either direct contact and indirect contact. Direct contact diseases, they are easily go from one person to the another, like bacterial diseases, bacterial diseases you are going to study the typhoid, viral diseases you are going to study the dengue, and protozoal diseases amoebiasis, then helminthic diseases ascariasis, and fungal diseases you can ringworm, then mycoplasmal diseases pneumonia, rickettsial diseases, these are RMSF, it is a disease Rocky Mountain spotted fever. Spirochetal diseases, it includes the syphilis, we have studied in chapter 4. Chlamydia diseases, chlamydiasis, it is also studied in the chapter 4. So to learn these, a trick we have developed that bhaiya wahi pani puri hai, fun mein ritu simani chai. Me or khai extra words, then we can denote, B denotes bacterial diseases, B denotes viral, and P denotes protozoal diseases, H denotes helminthic diseases, R denotes F and fun is the first fungal diseases, M for mycoplasmal, R for rickettsial, and S for the spirochetal diseases. CH, first part of the chlamydial diseases. Now we go to the next part of the contagious diseases. It is indirect diseases. Indirect diseases are spread by the food and water. A vehicle is needed, a vector is needed for this. Vector diseases, we take this 6 points. Vector diseases, for example, we study the malaria, anopheles, female anopheles, mosquitosis is vector. Vehicle diseases are those diseases which are spread by food and water. Airborne diseases which are spread by the air. Foodborne diseases are those diseases which are spread by the articles. If you share hanky, your towel, your foodborne diseases are those diseases. Diseases due to unclean hands. For example, ascariasis, that unclean hands. With the unclean hands, you can develop ascariasis. Next, STD, sexually transmitted diseases. We have already studied this in chapter 4. Many diseases, syphilis, gonorrhea, trichomonasis, these are the diseases. Thank you.
Typhoid. Typhoid is an enteric fever. It was called Typhoid Mary also, because Mary Mallon was a cook. She had a typhoid, so she was a typhoid carrier. She used to spread typhoid for many years through the food she cooked. We start with the bacterial diseases. First is typhoid. Pathogen for the typhoid is Salmonella typhi, and mode of transmission is fecal-oral route. Third, incubation period for this is 1 to 3 weeks. Symptoms for this typhoid fever are high fever, low pulse rate, patient passes stools frequently. Lab test is available for this. This is a Vidal test. Treatment for this is antibiotics like terramycin and chloromycin. Vaccine is also available for this. Next bacterial disease is pneumonia. It is a serious lung disease. Pathogen is Streptococcus pneumoniae, Haemophilus influenzae. Mode of transmission is it spreads through the sputum of the patient. Incubation period for this disease is 1 to 3 days. Symptoms of this disease are mucus collects in alveoli and the bronchioles and it blocks the respiratory tract of the patient. Treatment for this is penicillin, streptomycin and ampicillin. No vaccine is available for it. Other bacterial diseases are leprosy, cholera, tetanus, tuberculosis, plague, diphtheria, anthrax. Diseases, first we take the common cold. Its pathogen is rhinovirus. Mode of transmission is inhalation of droplets from the infected person. Incubation period is 3 to 7 days. Its symptoms are the nasal congestion, excessive nasal secretion, headache and sore throat. Another viral disease is dengue. Pathogen for the dengue is the flaviriovirus. Mode of the transmission is by the bite of the mosquito Aedes aegypti. Dengue is a classical fever. It is the onset of sudden fever, frontal headache, muscle pain, nausea, vomiting, loss of appetite, rashes on the skin. Another type of dengue is the hemorrhagic dengue. All classical fever symptoms with addition are bleeding from the nose, gums and the skin bruising, severe stomach pain, pale and cold clammy skin, weak pulse, restlessness, breathing problem. All these are its symptoms. Analgesic and bed rest is recommended in it. No special medicine is there. Mosquito elimination is also necessary. Another viral disease is chikungunya. Its pathogen is chikungunya virus. Mode of transmission is bite of mosquito Aedes aegypti. Signs of the symptoms in the patient are sudden onset of the fever, crippling joint pains, lymphadenopathy, conjunctivitis. Incubation period is 3 to 6 days. Treatment, no vaccine is available for it. Analgesic and antipyretic drugs are given to the patient. Bed rest is advised. Adequate fluid intake is advised. Life cycle of Plasmodium vivax is divided into 3 parts: schizogony, gamogony and sporogony. In the schizogony part, infection occurs. Sporozoites enter the liver cells. There they divide into the cryptomerozoites. Cryptomerozoites feed on the RBCs. RBCs, during the attack on the RBCs, a toxic substance homozyme is released. Next part is gamogony. Gamogony is the sexual phase of the Plasmodium vivax. It partly occurs in a human being, it partly occurs in the mosquito. During the attack on the RBC, it changes in the 2 types of the gametocytes, microgametocytes and macrogametocytes. At this stage, from the infected person, the mosquito takes the blood meal. Next part occurs in the mosquito. The 2 types of gametocytes form zygote. Zygote in turn changes into the motile ookinete. Next stage is sporogony. It occurs in the wall of the stomach. There it divides by multiple fission. Many sporozoites are formed. Now it's ready to infect the healthy person. Another protozoan disease is amoebiasis. Amoebiasis is caused by a pathogen Entamoeba histolytica. Its host is human being. It is a monogenetic as it completes its life cycle in the one host. Symptoms include abdominal pain, amoebic dysentery, and passing blood with the stools. Its incubation period is 2 to 4 weeks. Mode of transmission includes fecal-oral route, vectors, flies and cockroaches transmit this disease, and this disease is passed from one person to the other through sexual contacts too. Mode of transmission includes when cyst is ingested, it goes to the stomach. As it goes to the stomach, it faces gastric juice, but it is resistant to the gastric juice. It is dissolved by trypsin. Its 4-nucleated stage is not harmful. It is dimorphic. It has 2 morphological structures, magna and minuta. Magna is more harmful, minuta is lesser harmful. If we talk about the diagnose, it cannot be cultured easily in the lab because it has no signs. Only Charcot-Leyden crystals are seen, its chromatids are seen. Helminthic diseases are diseases which are caused by roundworms and flatworms. First we take Ascariasis. Its pathogen is Ascaris lumbricoides. Host is human being. It's an endoparasite. It lives in the intestine of the human being. Infection occurs from the soil. Eggs are present in the soil that are ingested by the children. Symptoms for this disease are obstruction is found in the intestine of the small intestine of the patient. Treatment for this disease are anti-helminthic drugs, chenopodium oil, gentle. Mebendazole is drug of the choice. Another helminthic disease is filariasis. It is also called elephantiasis. It is caused by a pathogen Wuchereria bancrofti, Wuchereria malai. Its symptoms include inflammation in lymphatic vessels of lower limbs and genetic organs. Precaution should be taken for the mosquitoes, mosquito net or mosquito repellent. Fungal diseases. Ringworm is one of fungal diseases. Pathogen is Microsporum, Epidermophyton, Trichophyton. Heat and moisture help these to grow. Symptoms of this disease are lesions in the scalp, nails, skin. It occurs generally in the skin folds like toes. Intense itching is also its symptom. Mode of transmission: soil and by sharing the personal care articles like towels, comb, clothes of infected individual. Now a practice session. Question number 1. Name 2 non-communicable diseases. Question number 2. Name 2 viral diseases. Question number 3. Name a congenital disease. Let us now recapitulate the topic with the help of some questions. Question number 1. Name a bacterial disease. Typhoid. Question number 2. Name pathogen causing malaria. Plasmodium vivax. Question number 3. Name a fungal disease. Ringworm.